Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Dark Horse Comics Omnibus of Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, Last Hope for the Galaxy. I've had some interest expressed in doing some Star Trek and Star Wars book reviews, omnibus reviews that I have, and I thought I would do that, see if folks like that. This one is been out a long time. It is not new. I've had it for quite a while. I don't know if anyone ever did reviews of this one or not because this is so old. I don't know that people were doing videos of things like this. But here we go. Like I said, this is done by Dark Horse Comics. This was after Marvel lost the license to do Star Wars comics. Correct me if I'm wrong, Star Wars fans, but I believe Marvel Comics were the ones to first have the rights to do Star Wars in comics. Dark Horse came later, and I know there are lots of Star Wars comics being published right now, and honestly, I don't know who's doing the publishing. Maybe somebody could let me know in the comments. Who's publishing the new Star Wars comics nowadays? Anyway, this comes from Dark Horse. It's a really nice omnibus. Here's the cover. Here's the spine. Back does not have any artwork on. This retailed for $100 when it came out. It comes in a really nice slipcover. You can still get this, surprisingly. I checked on Amazon, and it's, I think it was like 130 maybe. It's not much more than what the original cover price was. I mean, yeah, you're going to pay a little more because it's older, and probably that's the collector's market price. But obviously it's not considered, a whale or something that's so rare that it goes for stupid prices. So if you like this after watching this video and you want to pick up a copy, go ahead and get yourself one while you can. And I'm sure at some point it won't be available, but apparently it's been available for quite a while. So here we go. Like I said, I like that it comes in this really nice slipcover. This slipcover is sturdy, very sturdy. I mean, you can hear the knock on that. It's cardboard, but it's really thick. The book is kind of like bound kind of like a fancy library book. If you look at it, you got Dark Horse Comics logo there, and then Dark Horse Group at the bottom. Same art that's on the cover. You've got a little ribbon here so you can keep track of your book where you're reading. This has got a lot of issues in it. Says it's the greatest comic stories of the galaxy's greatest hero from Tatooine to Dark Empire and beyond. Now, when was this published? 2008. So yeah, it's been a while. So I'm surprised you can still get it. Table of contents will tell you exactly what's in here. I was not as familiar with Dark Horse stories of Star Wars than I was with Marvel's. What I liked was right here. They included the Dark Empire storyline in there. I remember reading that when I was in college, and that just blew my mind. I thought that was an awesome story. What if Luke Skywalker joined the dark side because he wanted to see why his father did it? very interesting concept, and I really enjoyed it. Special features, got a little bit of artwork here. They do the artwork in the beginning. Here's an anime version of The Empire Strikes Back, which is really cool. It's actually from The Empire Strikes Back manga volume 1 from 1999. Here's what I really like about this. They don't have the covers to these comics, but before each one, it states the title of the comic, and what's really cool is it tells you exactly where the storyline appears in Star Wars continuity. For example, this one says approximately 6 years before the Battle of Yavin in the original Star Wars movie. And then it's got all the credits of the people who worked on it. And this one was inspired by dialogue in the Star Wars radio drama by Brian Daley. So that's what they based this story on. And then it tells you when it was published. This was published in Dark Horse Presents Annual 1999. And it's got a little bit of a synopsis right there. So I think that's really cool. The artwork varies. It's a product of its time, and you've got different artists doing different things and different stories. So there is no consistency. Here's a, I don't know if it's a cover or like a little print, but this is from 2003. Here's this one. This one took place 5.5 years for the Battle of Yavin. I like that one. It was just illustrations, I guess. That one's from 94. This one took place one day after the Battle of Yavin. So as you progress through the issues, you basically are progressing through Star Wars history. Like I say, and the extras are all kind of in between. This one's the return of Ben Kenobi 6 months after the Battle of Yavin. I'd say some of the artwork is really nice. Some of it is, so-so. But if you like Star Wars, I think this is a no-brainer. And as easy as it is to obtain, I wouldn't hesitate to grab a copy of it if you're a Star Wars fan. I kind of wish they had the covers. I wish they'd had the covers, and I'm not sure why they didn't put those in there. Yeah, maybe they didn't have the rights to the covers. I don't know. But it's Dark Horse. You'd think they'd put their own covers in there. What is this one? Is this what I think it is? No. They've got Splinter the Mind's Eye in here somewhere, which, as fans know, was a novel written by Alan Dean Foster. If I remember correctly, it was the first Star Wars novel to be written and take place outside of the films. I think it came out right after Star Wars. So I believe the adaptation for that is in here. If you liked Dark Horse comics, Star Wars comics at the time, this is really a no-brainer to pick this up. I don't know if any of you like Dark Horse comics. Like I said, they did a lot of Star Wars back then. And I think they did a good job. I think it kind of kept Star Wars going. I don't know. What do you think of some of the artwork here? Like I say, every issue is a little different. This isn't anybody's particular run on Star Wars. Oh, that's a nice splash page. So you won't find a particular writer and artist's collected works here. This is a collection of stories that Dark Horse has put together for us. Like I say, I like they put the timeline. Oh, that's cool. Some Star Destroyers in there. Some battle debris. Lots of fun stuff to be had in here. Oh, that's awesome. Darth Vader on the flight deck of a Star Destroyer. Can't beat that. It's a nice battle scene. They do have some nice art in here. They really do. Highly recommend this. Oh, here we go. This is Splinter of the Mind's Eye. This is based on the novel by Alan Dean Foster. And it was first published in Splinter of the Mind's Eye miniseries by Dark Horse Comics in 1995. And it's 2 years after the Battle of Yavin. So, yeah, it's really nice to know when these stories take place in Star Wars continuity. So you've got that in there if you enjoy the Splinter of the Mind's Eye storyline. What do you guys think? Do you guys prefer the Dark Horse Star Wars era, or did you like the Marvel Comics Star Wars era better? I kind of enjoyed both. I had more access to Marvel's issues than I did the Dark Horse comics. But I remember the Dark Horse comics. And I would say another thing you got to keep in mind is the theme of this is Luke Skywalker. As it says in the cover, Luke Skywalker, last hope for the galaxy. So these collected stories do all have to do with Luke. So that's the theme that they decided to pick up on. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite. 10 years after the Battle of Yavin, Dark Empire. First published in Dark Empire 1 through 6 in 1992. This is a classic miniseries. If you enjoy Star Wars and have never read this particular miniseries, you gotta give it a go. I love this. Like I said, it's practically a what if tale. I don't know if this is considered canon or not, but it's really cool that Luke joins the dark side because he wants to understand the dark side of the Force, and we get to see the machinations of the Emperor. We get to learn more about him, Emperor Palpatine. So yeah, highly recommend that storyline. For me, it was worth the price of admission just to have this in a nice hardcover. I had the miniseries in my collection when I used to collect single issues, the single books, and it always missed it. And when I saw this was being reprinted, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a must. Really great story. I really enjoy it. Here's another illustration. This is from 2004, Star Wars Tales Volume 4. And I think this is the last issue in here. This is 25 years after the Battle of Yavin. First published in Chewbacca #4 in 2000. I think that is the last. What extras do we have? Well, we got another illustration. This is Legacy #7 from 2007. We've got an afterwards written here. Just talking about all the issues and the collection. It's a nice afterwards. It's like having someone tell you all about it. And then we have creator biographies. And, there's some famous people in here. Terry Austin, Chris Claremont, Joe Duffy, Michael Golden, Ron Mars, what am I saying? David Michelin, Herb Trimp, Tom Veitch? How do you pronounce that? Al Milgrom. Very familiar names to comic book fans. And there's the last page there. So, it's a very enjoyable book. If you like Star Wars comics, it's worth picking up. You can still get it. I'm surprised. In 2008, this came out, and you can still get this. So, get it while you can. It won't be available forever, but it's obviously been around a long time. I was glad to add it to my collection, and I was glad to be able to take a look at this with you. So, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon.